Well, the biggest topic of the week is Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. I'll start off by saying it's very unfortunate that Aaron got hurt because this is not the way that I wanted his season to go or end or any of that. I really was looking forward to seeing him play with the Jets. Like really looking forward to seeing how they look. And based on how the game was played yesterday, if he was there, he would be, that difference maker. Just a bad year, Aaron would be phenomenal for that team.
Yeah.
And it really sucks. It does because he didn't necessarily get a chance to show anything to anybody.
Nope.
After all the fanfare, after all the hype, after all of the storytelling, after all of the he said, she said, now we got things going. Like after everything that this offseason presented as far as the story goes, as far as if you're looking at it from an entertainment factor, as far as, just intrigue and investment into him, and then into the team, and then the Hard Knocks, and then the NFL's investment into it because they're like, no, we're going to whip this shit out here. We're going to blast it. We're going to make sure that they're talked about all over the place. Like the amount of work it went into this production, so to speak, with this team, it really do suck that it ended on the fourth snap.
Yeah.
Like we really didn't get a chance to see anything. We wanted to see the bloodline storyline in the NFL. We wanted to see the Jets go ahead and start hawking up and actually winning. It's like folks had them for the Super Bowl for a reason, and it was because a lot of it was hope. We do hope that Rodgers go here and lead the Jets to a Super Bowl. It would be a great story. It would be a great thing, and then he can get out of some of the Brady quote unquote shadow.
Shoot, he need a lot more rings to get out of that.
I understand that, but it's just the fact that he only got one is part of his issue.
He wasn't gonna get more than that ship has sailed.
But to go to another team and do what quote unquote Favre couldn't, or do what Brady did and win the Super Bowl,
do what Peyton
Manning did, like that helps with your legacy and things of that nature.
Especially if you can bring one to New York. The Jets ain't even made the playoffs in 12 years, so like
it would be dope. And again, if I had my same, Packers would win it, of course. But it'd been Packers Jets. But
nothing more. It's not important.
But no, it's just that sucks.
Yeah.
But the game itself, Breece Hall is a monster. Breece Hall is a monster, bro.
Actually,
crazy.
Wait, before you get to Breece Hall, I want to go back to Aaron Rodgers here for a second here.
For sure.
Because some of y'all were disgusting. I need to just say that out loud. The way people was cheering and carrying on about the man getting hurt, like it ain't really that deep. Like, this might be a career-ending injury for this man. Like, he didn't leave the Packers on necessarily bad terms with the fan base. He walked out and said, "Hey, y'all got a good one here with Jordan Love. Y'all should be good." I got a problem with that front office. But them dudes in that locker room are cool. I appreciate Packer fans. I appreciate everything that Green Bay has given me. I just got some beef with that front office. Went into the dark. He say C-Shay, like Tim was saying. And now I'm in New York. And I was happy for him in New York, where it was like, live out what you want to do, man. Like, if you ain't wanted here in Green Bay because they want to move on with Jordan Love, by all means, go and be prosperous with the Jets. And it wasn't even for me about the 65% of snaps that everybody was always harking on to get that first round draft pick back from the Jets, which now will be a second round pick. But overall, like, my concern was just with Aaron Rodgers. Like, that's difficult to go through an Achilles injury at any age, to do it when you pushing 40.
Yeah.
Like,
and you was 90% retired this past offseason.
I'm saying, like, that's a lot to go through. So I do want to say well wishes to Aaron Rodgers on the injury. I feel sick for Jets fans.
Yeah.
I watched all summer how y'all was just on that.
Excited.
They was hurt.
Y'all was on that man like white on rice. Like, y'all was like, listen, like, this is the best thing ever. And I got it because I watched y'all quarterbacks over the last few years. I get it. For him to get injured right away, not even complete a pass, didn't want to see that. I just had to get that out there because the way some people were treating this injury was disgusting.
Yeah. Not cool at all.
I do hope that it's going to dispel the notion that Packers fans are classier than ever. It's like all sports fans are trash as a collective. And like, there are going to be good fans and there are going to be bad fans. Like, no fan base is better or worse than other fan bases. Like, they are all shades of terrible. So just understand that off top. Like, as far as Rodgers, like, no, I was looking forward to rooting against him. So like, I'm
looking forward to the hate.
Right. It's like,
No problem with it.
I'm not gonna say like my loyalties were divided, but it was like the silver lining of the last couple Packers seasons was like, at least Aaron Rodgers wasn't shit. Like, it's like if they didn't win, I still had that to fall back on. So like for me, I was looking forward to like having a villain in the league and like hate, like sports hate, like not real hate. Like I don't want you to do.
Like they'll go prosper in the next team without me.
I don't care about that. I just like rooting against them. Like, but I didn't want to see him get hurt because it sucks. The story sucks. Like the I hate saying narrative, but I don't want to use that word. But like that's the best one I can think of.
Let's mute
like,
that last one.
The last comment that came. We'll catch up on the comments in a second, y'all.
But yeah, like it's disappointing to see. Like, I hadn't even had time to tap in. Like, I think I started watching Raw, and then Camille sent a message like,
"He hurt.
Rodgers hurt already." I'm like, "Oh, well, I guess I don't have to watch that game." But yeah, no, it sucks because again, like it's one of the most devastating injuries that you can have in sports is an Achilles. Like that's one of the hardest things to repair, one of the hardest things to come back from. So, for that to be like the way that he goes out for now, like it's Aaron Rodgers. Like he is fueled on hate and doubt. So I would imagine that he'll be back just because like that's his personality. But like I would imagine he won't be the same guy coming back that he was going into this season.
And that was also part of it too, because last season I was seeing regression in his game, and I wanted to see if that carried over in New York or if that was the thumb or whatever else they wanted to blame it on. I saw one comment come through. I think it was Mark. Packers gave him the weapons that he needed. Everybody was always talking about Packers don't give Aaron Rodgers the right weapons. What the Packers invest in is an offensive line. And when we talk about Packers Bears, that is one thing that's crystal clear about what the Packers have going for them. And that is a really good offensive line. And I knew the Jets' O-line was shaky. I knew. We said it all offseason.
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm like worried about. The defense is solid.
Yeah, for sure.
Got potential with the wide receiver core. Great running back. But that offensive line, shaky. I didn't know they was going to be shaky enough to get him hurt 4 plays into the game. But like, I knew he was going to be running for his life throughout this season. I didn't want it to go this way. I do see in the comments as well, Jeff mentioned the fact that the Jags have been to the playoffs more recently than the Jets. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
AFC Championship game.
Absolutely. Triple T forgot to take Bakhtiari with him to New York. And that was a big rumor. People were saying that Bakhtiari was going to get traded too. And the Packers were like, absolutely not. We ain't giving up our left tackle to protect our new young guy to go to the Jets and play. No, that's not going to happen. Triple T also added, he looked so happy there and it hurt my feelings. Same. Like, he was really happy. He got to bring the flag. Some of the jokes, let me just say this. Some of the jokes that they was making were out of pocket. 9/11 jokes ain't funny. I'm going to just say that right there. But what was kind of funny, someone posted the picture of him running out the tunnel with the flag and they say, here go his full 2023 highlights. Oh,
Jesus.
And I said,
Yeah.
I said, if you're going to make fun of an injury, that's the way. You don't go the 9/11 route. That's low hanging fruit. We don't do that. That ain't necessary.
I think I saw one that was like a clip from SpongeBob where it's like, I'm so excited, it's the best day of my life, and then it's like it cuts to an ambulance and it was like, that's Aaron Rodgers 2023 season.
Yeah. It was all very, very quick. Titonia World said the Bears script went to the Jets by accident. It's crazy.
Did y'all see the script commercials?
I did. I love those commercials. And then Jeff added the Packers have 7 starting offensive linemen. And they do. And I said that. They got people on the bench who other teams would be like, please start for our team. So I appreciate the Packers for investing in that. But also, I think it was Dwayne had a comment just mentioning great game by the Jets, though. That's a fact.
Yeah, it was a good
that
game.
being said,
Almost tuned out. I almost tuned out.
When?
When I seen Zach
Wilson?
First throw. I was like,
this shit is over. He wasn't ready. He was not prepared.
This shit is over.
He was like, bro, I'm finna go kill. He probably ate a hot dog all the Oh, this bitch. She was chilling.
But
I know where his helmet was at.
Exactly.
So I was watching it in the living room, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just watching it in the back. I'm gonna get ready for bed. And when I said it's over, I changed it in the front, turned the TV off, shit like that. But forgot to turn it off in the back. So once I got back to the room, I was like, oh, they only down 10. I was like, they might be able to do 10. Halftime came, so they came out. Field goal. I'm like, okay. Now they with this 7, they pick. Okay. Pick. Well, damn, Josh. Pick. I was like, 3 to the same motherfucker. Like, come on. What you doing?
I fell asleep during the game. So when I woke up and saw that Josh Allen had 4 turnovers, I was like, what happened?
Damn near a butt fumble. Like, Josh Allen was 2 of them was just like, fuck it. Middle of the field, down, just like, bro ran under 2 of them. I'm like, damn, Allen. And then, but the third one, it was clean. Bro just undercut it. Came across right before the sideline, caught that motherfucker. I was like, oh. And then he turned around and fumbled. I was like, damn, dog, like that. And for it to end on a kick return or punt return, and bro hit him twice. Caught the ball, did a feint to the left. They were like, okay, so some of the team kind of leaned in that way. As he started running, he had another feint to the left, and most of them stunk in, and he just hopped. I'm out of there. Hit that corner. I was like, ooh. As I was watching the replay, I was like, look, bro, he hit their ass twice. The first one got half the team. The second one got the rest of them. He was like, there go my tunnel right there. And it ended up being a good ass game. Josh Allen gave it away.
That's what it kept sounding like. Not y'all talking about the glizzies in the comments.
Mark said Josh Allen went full far.
You never go full far.
Bro, it really was like the first pick was like he just fuck it.
Fuck it, Stefan up there somewhere.
Dog caught it in the end zone in stride. Why would you throw that? But it was a third down. So they was like, yeah, it's just as good as a punt. I was like, bro, still.
I feel you. Where it's like, I mean, I get it, but
now 1 leads to 2, 2 leads to 3. Now you on defenses and just they on your ass. They reading everything.
One thing I want to say though, like, not to be a wet blanket on things, but like I saw this like throughout the weekend. It's like it's week 1. Like this is
correct.
Prime overreaction time.
Quintessential overreaction station. Like everybody is just jumping out the window with their takes. It's like a lot of these dudes either didn't play preseason or barely played preseason. Like they're still easing in things. I wouldn't take too much away from week 1.
Yeah.
One way or the other. Like if somebody looked like a lot of the quarterbacks look bad. Like Patrick Mahomes didn't look great.
Nope.
That was more receiver.
Yeah,
Lamar Jackson didn't look great. Joe Burrow looked terrible. Josh Allen didn't look good. Jalen Hurts. Like a lot of these people are still like getting into the groove of things. So I would say like take everything that you saw this weekend, save for the injuries with a grain of salt. Like don't jump out the window. Like Josh Allen isn't terrible. I thought he was overrated for it, but I don't think
he's very turnover prone.
I said that last week though. That's why I was like the Bills. I'm like I don't know. But like I wouldn't say this is like, oh my god, he's terrible now. Like he's
no. It's just
the bad side of Favre. Like
it put a limelight on that part, like the spotlight on that portion of his game.
Yeah, and that's part of the rumors that were around Stephon Diggs in the offseason when he was, I think our window is like.
And this nigga just throwing it to everybody.
I ain't say that. And then you watch this game and you be like, but did you say it? I could see why.
Is this what he was doing in practice?
I could see why you might. Let me ask y'all this though, with the Jets and Aaron Rodgers' injury and whatnot, with Zach Wilson coming in, I did hear that the Jets are apparently bringing in some veteran quarterbacks to just kind of take a look. Do y'all still think the Jets can make the playoffs in this AFC conference without Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback?
Before I answer, like you said, some veteran quarterbacks. Like, are there any names?
There were no names associated with the report that I saw. There have been articles saying like, "Here's who's on the market," but like, I don't know who.
Yeah. Okay.
The main ones would be like Carson Wentz, Colt McCoy.
If Matt Ryan want to come back out of retirement,
Tom Brady, if he want to come back out of retirement.
I would imagine the Jets are probably the last place that Tom Brady's going to go to.
I mean, he could say fuck Bill Belichick. Go to the Jets, but it's just one of those things. Like as the Jets,
I'm pretty sure no fan bases call him more slurs than the Jets. So.
Probably, but it's like kind of like the Lakers when they got LeBron.
I was gonna say when the Vikings got Favre, like it
hated him until he was there.
Exactly.
Now that you're here, hey, we love you.
That's how it goes.
Come here,
because they only hate him because he's great. Yeah. I did just see this quote and it made me sad. Garrett Wilson was talking about Aaron Rodgers and he said, quote, "It really hurt my heart. Aaron told me, sorry, kid." Like, dang, that's sad as like, it's like, sorry, fam. Like,
because they probably did feel like they went into the season like so amped.
They did.
Like, fam, we got Aaron Rodgers for like he arguably is the GOAT. And then to see him
hurt,
and be like, damn, like
Garrett
It
Wilson
might be
looking
over.
at a career year.
That would be like the Lakers getting LeBron and then him like doing a
oh,
Gordon
Jesus
Hayward
Christ.
first game of the season.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
dog.
that would have
Real
imagine.
tears, fam.
Right.
yeah. That's why I
Yeah.
feel for the Jets fan base. I think that defense is so good.
Yeah, her defense is amazing.
They possibly can, but again, they in the same division with the Bills, with the Dolphins, like and the Patriots. But the Patriots, I don't think they on that level. But
Mm.
it's
I
gonna
know.
be tough for
I
them.
think Zach can
He can do
put
it.
it together.
Didn't we see this story last week?
Hey, man, I feel
So-
like hopefully he
Who?
learned enough
Zach
under
Wilson.
Rodgers, huh?
Well, but my biggest thing with Rodgers is the fact that, let's just say, okay, he decides to stay on the sideline for the rest of this to help Zach out. That would be huge for him. He probably still could. You could see a maturity to his game just from that alone, just from him pointing out things in film, pointing out things.
Oh,
and-
coaching him. on
Yeah,
the
like
sidelines.
really
I mean, you
helping him
can.
out and coaching him up. He could, in essence, help him improve this year as well. If he's the
There's
on the
only so
sideline.
much you can do.
That's just
Yeah,
hypothetical,
I was
because-
like yes and no, because like I don't know. Like there are good teachers and then there are good doers. And like I don't know what Rodgers is. Like he could be like one of those people that leads by example, and like
Mhm.
Zach Wilson would have been able to pick up like study habits and
Footwork.
like footwork and all the things that you have to like watch
His
somebody.
footwork, don't pick up Rodgers' footwork.
Like, Jordan Love like said, like just sitting behind him and watching and seeing like how he prepares for the game, like all that stuff was like vital to his education.
and you
Mhm.
see some Rodgersness in his game a little bit. Like
Yeah, but like I don't know if that necessarily translates to just like sitting on the sideline and like, hey, you should watch
Watching
it there instead of there. Like I don't know if that's necessarily as advantageous. Like yeah, it's a great player, so there's probably something to learn there, but I don't know how much.
so, real quick, Tim already kind of talked about it. Can you think that you said the Jets can make the playoffs without Aaron Rodgers, or
No, they have. I don't feel like they can make the playoffs, but I feel like we can't like count them out saying that
they're done
gonna-
completely?
They're done completely. Like their defense is already really well. The defense is great, and then they have a really good running back. Like it's gonna fall. If we will have to exactly. We will have to just see the maturity of Zach Wilson, and
Yeah.
just
See how that goes.
he has to turn into more of like the game manager, more like an Alex Smith type
Or like a number 2
quarterback.
He ain't gonna be that.
Yeah,
Okay, I agree with you. I think that the Jets gonna be kind of in contention throughout, but I think they eventually don't. I don't know. The Dolphins came out looking pretty
Jesus.
great.
I was gonna say they still got to fix that offensive line because like
Yeah, it's not gonna
Mhm.
change. So that is what it is. Did you have any other thoughts on the Jets Bills game you wanted to get off, sir, before we move on to the next topic of the week?
I got Garrett Wilson on my fantasy team, so I'm really hoping that he has a good year still. He's
I
still
do
on. I think he did hit a grand last year with Zach Wilson and Mike White. Mike White came in. He had a couple games, so he was cooking. But I wish that offense the best of luck. I do not think that they're going to make the Super Bowl now that Rodgers is no longer there.
No.
But it's going to be fun to see if they can make the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks yeah. Garrett had 1,100 yards last year.
oh yeah.
Between Mike White and Zach Wilson. So hopefully, if there's any improvements of Zach Wilson's game, Garrett still will have a monster year.
The Jets also do have Cook. They have a backfield of Brees Hall and Dalvin Cook.
Brees Hall was running all over the fucking.
He had the one really big run. It was like 80-some yards after that.
83. They caught his ass at the end.
That was an
He
impressive
was gone,
run,
bro. They
but,
damn. It would have been 100 yards had he went the
Yeah, I
entire
know.
way. The shit was crazy.
Then he finished the game like 112 yards or something like that. So like a bulk of it was from that
That
big,
one play.
that one
Mhm.
big play. But yeah, the kid is talented. Okay.